Hi, I'm Charlotte Nichols from Harvey and Hugo. I'm the managing director and owner of the company, and I set it up in 2009 when I was 25 years old. My top tip for starting your own business is to be bold. Don't be afraid to be different. Have a USP before you're starting it. Don't just start a business for the sake of it. You have to have a real strong passion and belief as to why you can be better than the other people. My top tip for running a successful business is hard work. There's no secret here. I work really long hours, and as you grow, you think, oh, I can pass that to someone else, I can delegate, but you continually strive to develop the business in other areas, which always usually involves hard work and resilience. It's important to always get back up after you get knocked down, as I think it was Chumbawamba said in their song. My piece of advice that I would give someone wanting to start in our industry or sector is really work on your communication skills. So obviously PR is all about communicating with your public. So it's public relations. So communication is just so important. Also, you kind of have to like people, and there's a clue in the public side of it. So it's important to really hone those communication skills. And that's quite broad these days when you think about all the different media. So there's obviously written content for press releases and articles. You still have to pick up that telephone. I know a lot of young people these days aren't keen on doing that, but that's still a really important skill. There's the face-to-face meetings when we get back to that, which is hopefully really soon. There's social media, which is incredibly important, and emailing. So it's really kind of having that strong mix of communication skills. My piece of advice that I would give to my 16-year-old self is quite simply just to believe in yourself. I was really shy, I still can be. I was really shy growing up, and it's just to have that faith in yourself. It really can make such a difference. And yeah, it's easier said than done. I appreciate that, but just having that belief. It's easy to kind of think, oh, they're more experienced, they know more about this than I do, but no, everyone's got their own unique take on things, and you just got to go for it and believe that you really can deliver a fantastic service. Skills that are most important to me and to my sector, it goes back to that communication thing again. It's just so important to communicate, written communication, verbal communication, presentation skills, again, whether that's on Zoom or whether that's in person. Listening is a really important skill as well. That comes first. You can't really deliver what the client wants unless you're willing to listen to their brief. Reading is a really important skill, proofreading, making sure that the attention to detail, you have to have strong attention to detail because that's so important in what we do. Sometimes a grammatical mistake can be the difference between a press release getting used or not. Creativity, really, really important. Because we're in quite a creative industry, you have to come up with different and unique ideas all the time for your clients. So creativity is a really strong thing that we look for. Moving on to that, what we look for in the recruitment process, definitely creativity. So we're doing a campaign at the minute, a recruitment drive called #HarveySaysNoCVs. And the reason for this is that the CV seems so out of fashion these days, so old school, when there's so many different multimedia platforms that you can communicate on. So say, for example, you could do a video CV. We've had people who've created a website CV, applied via social media or TikTok. We've had some wonderful TikTok creations. So that would be definitely the first one. Apply in a really creative way and make yourself stand out right from the start. And then being passionate about what you do. You can train for skill, but you've got to have that spark about you. You've got to have that ambition and that drive that we can't train. And that's something that we really look for. And I guess the final thing of what we look for is just being a nice, good, kind person, really. It does really matter. The thing that I'm most proud of at Harvey and Hugo is the brand that I've created. It can be quite frustrating when you work on building so many intangible assets. Sometimes these assets that don't get the recognition they deserve. But brand is so important. It's everything about you. And you know, yes, we might not be making millions of pounds or anything yet, but we have developed a really strong brand, a brand that's known, a brand that, you know, I'm proud of, and hopefully our clients, the other people within the company, the pack, they're also proud to be part of too.